My name's Phil Boyle. I'm the technical sales rep for Central Florida, and today I'd like to talk to you about Awlgrip top coats, Awlgrip and Awlcraft. Awlgrip is our flagship paint. It's what started everything with the marine industry and urethanes back in the early 70s, and it's still being used all over the world on super yachts, all the way down to your 13-foot whaler. It's versatile because it can be sprayed, rolled, and it can be brushed. It comes in all the colors that are available, and also custom colors can be made. Here we have the brushing catalyst. This is what you use, 2-to-1 mix for brushing with up to 25% of T0031 brushing reducer. This makes a great roll and tip blend, and it's very widely used all over the world actually. Awlgrip itself is probably the hardest finish available in the marine industry, and one of the most durable. Moving over here to Awlcraft. Awlcraft is an acrylic polyurethane, sprayed only. It cannot be brushed. So it comes in all the same colors Awlgrip comes in. It also is available with custom colors as well. This is G3010. This is the catalyst that's used for both Awlgrip and Awlcraft for spray. For spray, with Awlgrip, it's a 1-to-1 mixture and 25% reduction with T0003, the standard reducer. There's also other reducers available depending on your conditions and your temperatures and so forth. So for Awlcraft, the mixture is 2 parts paint and 1 part catalyst. It's a different type of paint, so it's a different mixture, but it also uses T0003 for reducer, and it's a 2-to-1 mixture for Awlcraft. Awlcraft can be wet sanded and polished. Many new boat builders use Awlcraft because it's easy to work with and it's very productive. Productive meaning is you can make a lot of money with this because it's if you have a mistake, you can fix it very easily. Normally, for both paints, it's 2 to 3 coats, depending on the color and depending on the spray painter's ability and environment. Recoat time for Awlgrip is normally about an hour wait between coats, depending on the temperature. At 77 degrees, about an hour is just right. Normally, you touch some tape near the paint job, and if the paint doesn't come off on your glove, then it's good to go for the second coat. It's still going to be tacky. Normal dry time between coats for Awlcraft for recoating is usually about 45 minutes at 77 degrees. I also wanted to mention that Awlgrip can be used and is very popular for non-skid decks. Our grip text can be mixed into it to achieve different textures. We'll go over that in the next segment, but I also wanted to mention that these 2 top coats can be applied over 545, All-Quick Primer, Quick Build Primer, and also Wash Primer.
All right, guys, now we're going to mix up some Awlgrip and apply it. So for spray, it's 1-to-1, and we're going to add 25% reducer. 5 ounces of base. Five ounces of catalyst, which is 10. And then 25% reducer would be 2.5 ounces. So some people think 1-to-1 is 33% because it's is divided equally by 3, but it's not. A gallon to a gallon is 2 gallons. 1 gallon is 50% of 2 gallons. So there's different ways to do the math on it. Okay, so this is 545 primer that has been sanded with 320. Actually, it's been sanded with 400. 320 to 400 is where you want to be for Awlgrip single stage top coat. It's been wiped down with P170, 2 rag, proper method, and we're about to spray, so I'm going to hit it with the tack rag. One final last check, make sure there's no little bits of debris on there. These are the Awlgrip tack rags, strongly recommended. They're not super sticky like the aftermarket ones. They don't need to be real sticky because that sticky stuff comes off onto the surface and you'll have a problem when you apply the paint. With the Awlgrip top coat with a gravity fed, you want to use a 1.2 or a 1.3 tip. And if you're using a pressure pot, you can use anywhere from a 1.0 to a 1.2. 1.1, somewhere around there would be good with a gravity fed. We're using cup gun, so this is a 1.2. Notice how wet I got the first coat on, how smooth it is. The smoother you get the first coat, the smoother the second coat's going to be. Again, you don't want to put a tack coat because the tack coat is kind of dry and rough, and then when you put your second wet coat on, it's going to follow that contour. So you try to get the first coat as smooth as you can. So if you get the first coat on nice and smooth and wet and follow up with another coat wet, that's probably good enough. Two nice coats. If you're going to put a tack coat on, you might have to go around 3 times. So this is about 2 mils wet on the first coat. We're going to give it a second coat at about 3, which means 5 total wet, which means it's going to dry back to about 2.5. And that's our spec, 2 to 3 dry. So we're going to apply our second coat now.